What's going on, everybody? Dickey here. Just want to switch things up on this vlog and talk about some software. Now, I recently just switched from Norton to Kaspersky in terms of security software and things like that. And I do like Kaspersky, but there are some days where it just scares me. And by that I mean the amount of times I've got to go update, 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 update. It's just as bad as Windows itself with the updates, the sheer amount of updates and things like that I have to do. Now, it's a good little piece of software. I really do like it. But at the same time, it's like, how many times do I have to go? Like, I've never had to turn on my computer so much and go, oh, I should check for updates. I should check for updates. With Kaspersky, I've got to do that because you never know when it's like the database thing is out of date, and I got to scan constantly. Not that you shouldn't do that, but it's always at the forefront of my mind every time I turn one of my computers on. It's just like, do I really need to scan and check for updates this much? And with Kaspersky, I feel that as quiet as software as it is, that you have to check constantly. And for me, that's always at the forefront. I don't know why. Maybe that's just the way that I'm built mentally. I'm not sure. But I mean, I do like it. It's just the vast amount of updating and scanning and things like that you have to do with it. I'm not a real big fan of, but it is a really good, really cool piece of software that I'm really enjoying. I don't actually have it installed on my main laptop. It's on one of my backups, and it's really, really cool. I just wish that you really didn't have to check as much for updates and things like that. I know Norton will do that automatically, but with Kaspersky, I feel the need to have to check like constantly. Every time I turn on that backup laptop that I have, it's okay, let's check for updates, let's scan a little bit, let's see where we are, just to protect myself and all the info that's going in and out. I'm just saying, that's just how I feel. Kaspersky, I do love it, but there are some things that I feel that it can do better. As with anything else, I honestly, the only gripe I have with it is the sheer amount of updating that I have to do and the sheer amount of scanning. That's the only problem that I really, really do have. I mean, I remember one day specifically that I updated the databases, and then, I was out with it, and I came home and had to update again. Like, I don't understand why. Like, within that 8 or 9 hour span, I had to update twice, and then it was, I check every day just because it's always like your databases are out of date. Check for updates, scan, and it just drives me absolutely up the wall and bonkers some days, where that's the first thing I have to do. I just want to be able to turn my laptop on and surf and check the emails, return some things, talk to people, but I have to deal with this piece of software that's like, your databases are out of date, your protection may be at risk, so scan for updates, check for and scan your files, and it drives me nuts. That's all I'm saying. But do you guys use Kaspersky? Let me know. Put it in the comments below. What do you think of Kaspersky if you do use it? If you haven't, I would check it out. You are going to have to check for updates and scan, if not every day, probably every couple days. But it is a good piece of software. It's not as obnoxious as Norton is, and that I do like about it. But the sheer amount of updates and scanning is just that one thing that sort of stands in the way for me. If you guys use Kaspersky, let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And of course, I'm Dickey, And this has been another video. So thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. All right, I'm out of here. We'll talk later. Peace.